and welcome to Sick Britain News, where today we're going to take some highlights of the news and try and dissect them a little bit away from the mainstream media and what they portray as what's really going on. Well, Max Clifford, is this just the tip of the iceberg? You thought the Jimmy Savile affair was the spark of all this. Well, it goes much, much deeper. Britain's paedophile ring is huge, it's massive, and it's from the dark corridors of power in Westminster that its roots really lie in. I'd even go above that and say that our royalty has a lot to do with our paedophile rings in this country. But anyway, let's have a look at Max Clifford. This guy's looking at prison. Maybe why Mr. Cameron pre-knew, as precursored this, and announced the big announcement, wait for it, paedophiles are going to be treated like terrorists. Really. So they're going to have more human rights than we do. They're going to get off with prison sentences pretty lightly. They're going to have all the full protection of the law and our public services, because that's how we treat terrorism. So if we're going to take this seriously, we need a bit more than sound bites. This country is absolutely pathetic when it comes to dealing with serious and organised crime. In actual fact, I'd go and say that most of our police forces are involved in it right from the very heart. That's anything from paedophile rings all the way through to the corruption that we see in the City of London. So it doesn't stop there. This is all interlinked, and for me to stand here and try and explain it all in the space of 5 minutes just wouldn't happen. But basically, our financial system, our corporatism in this country, or corporatocracy, whatever you want to call it, is all part of this major bigger picture. For hundreds of years, say thousands of years, paedophiles have ruled the roost. Why? Because they use our kids as a bargaining tool for their own purposes. And them purposes could be anything from secrets, blackmail purposes, and this is why our politicians are rife in it. And the thing is, Westminster doesn't want this to get out. And we have to ask why. Because they know, now with social media, alternative news, there's no place to hide. Get it, politicians? Nowhere. The establishment, you're not too big, and you're not too clever neither, because you've left tracks all over the place. And people are now opening up and starting to look into those cracks and peer in. And what we're finding is a quagmire of filth. Pure, rotten filth. And that's what we're exposing slowly in this country. That we're run by an absolute corrupt, filth and evil establishment. It's gone on for years, it's just that it's been hidden away. We go back with the dodgy deals we've had with other countries, we look how we've treated other countries, how we've acted in them. And it's a disgrace. We, now, in 2014, are just starting to see a little bit of the international payback. This country's being brought to its knees, and there's a reason why it's being brought to its knees. This country has been despised for many decades. More so since the Second World War, when we fought just to get involved with other people's problems and provide the solutions. Well, the solutions have caused more problems than ever. Here we are now, 2014, slowly after, I'd say the last 10-15 years, things are starting to come to the surface. The cracks, they can't paste over anymore. So, what's the solution? Well, the solution is, keep your mind tidy, switch off the BBC, switch off Sky News, switch off ITV News, Channel 4 News, because they are just the mouthpieces of this establishment. I was going to say the government, but it's the establishment. Because it doesn't matter what government we get into power, the establishment still runs the things. We get the same civil servants, we get the same corporate leaders, which are influencing politics in this country on a huge scale. Open your minds up, get out there, look for alternatives. I mean, myself personally, I watch UK Column every day. It's quite a good, professional, put together daily programme, Monday to Friday from 1 o'clock at UK Column. And they do try and dissect things in a, I'd say, sensible way. Probably more sensible than I'd do it, because I tend to call a spade, if I'm allowed to say that today. Well, thanks for viewing. And we've got Sick Britain TV launching very soon, where we're going to be looking at stories in much more detail, just giving you the gloom and doom. Hopefully we can have a laugh along the way with it as well. So thanks for viewing. I'll catch you next time.